Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Conservative News Channel on YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about the media and the sales pitch that we get every day. We have CNN, MSNBC, and just about every guest on every network talking about racism, race. Everything's race, everything's racism. White people are claiming racism. The media, the Democrats, are screaming white privilege, racism, racism, racism. Why so much with the racism? It's because the African American community is finally started to become woke. They're waking up to the idea that Democrats want them on the plantation, they want them in poverty, and they want them voting Democrat. I've always been amazed that so many years can go by in black communities and they keep voting for Democrats only because Republicans are bad. Racism haunts them. They are the keepers of the faith. Not true at all, but they keep voting for the people who keep them in poverty, who tax them out of their homes when they can't afford it. The Democrats need every black person to stay on the plantation because when they leave and they no longer need that welfare dime, they're going to move on to a better life. And guess what? They're going to start talking to people and getting educated about what really goes on in the world. And they're going to look back at the plantation and say, oh my God, the Democrats had me fooled. That's what the walkaway movement's been showing. And more you're seeing African Americans show up at rallies, white supremacist rallies, if you listen to the media. And those white supremacist rallies accept them with open arms. And yet the protesting Democrats that arrive, let's take a look at how they treat the African Americans that show up at those racist rallies.
It was a blatant cheap shot in Laguna Beach Sunday night. Video catches a man walk up behind Trump supporter R.C. Maxwell, then take a swing at him.
If the optics were completely different and I was a Black Lives Matter supporter and I was attacked on the Trump side of a protest, I would be spotlight on CNN right now.
Maxwell met up with me on Tuesday, telling me the attack was unprovoked.
I went over to the left side to see if I can engage them with dialogue, and I was instantly encircled by the so-called anti-fascist.
The man who allegedly sucker punched him quickly identified himself on Twitter after the rally, tweeting that he did it because Maxwell wouldn't stop talking about Trump and that he isn't racist. When someone called for his arrest, he replied, quote, "Please arrest me, LMFAO." Laguna Beach police granted his request. 20-year-old Richard Losey was arrested Tuesday evening and charged with battery and making terroristic threats.
I think the fact that I'm a black conservative causes a lot of problems for the left side because there's no way they can really resolve that according to their narrative of what they think Trump supporters are. So I think that was something that was a bit triggering to the other side.
I, like so many others, are proud to have gentlemen like this join the conservative groups. He's definitely an articulate young man and fully capable of self-thought and doesn't need, like an NPC, to be told how to think, walk, talk, or dream. If you'll notice, when Kanye West went to the White House, did you see the racist flurry? Not from the Republicans, but from the racist media. Kenya had to be destroyed. Kenya had every name in the book thrown at him. Kenya also, it was falsely reported that he was going to get a divorce from his wife, Kim Kardashian, because of the meeting. Both him and Kim were livid when that report went out. It was totally false, but everyone needed the black community to know that if you stray from the plantation, you will be punished in the worst possible ways. I'm going to go ahead and let you listen to Candace Owen, how she handled the whole thing and the whole discussion about it. I think she's an excellent person also, highly articulate, fully capable of thinking for herself, and she does. Let's take a listen.
That was
But if you think you're
bonkers.
going to get, that was an assault on our White House.
I think the Trump White House needs to be put on trial for this spectacle.
This is white supremacy by ventriloquism. A black mouth is moving But white racist ideals are flowing from Kanye West's mouth.
This was an embarrassment. Kanye's mother is rolling over in her grave.
All right, some of the media reaction last night to Kanye West's lunchtime meeting with the President of the United States. Let's bring in Candace Owens. She is the Communications Director for Turning Point USA, and over the last couple of months, she's become friendly with Kanye. Candace, what did you make of some of those sound bites, for instance, talking about how his appearance was an assault on the White House?
Look, all of the commentary that I've heard surrounding this meeting has been absolutely despicable, utterly racist, especially coming from CNN. Don Lemon bringing up his dead mother as a means to draw blood from this man simply because he does not agree with liberal ideas, because he understands that Democrat policies have harmed the black community, and because he's bold enough to move the ball forward and start speaking about these things publicly. So it's been despicable, but you know what? Kanye was built for this.
What is he like? I know you met with him yesterday as well.
I did. I met with him just following his meeting. He is just in a very, very positive state. He's optimistic. He understands exactly what he's doing. I mean, there was a lot of happiness and euphoria in the room, and I simply said the paradigm has shifted, because it has. Black conservatives will no longer be fearful. Black conservatives are willing to speak out. We are excited. It finally feels like it's our time, and the commentary means nothing. It will not dissuade us from speaking out.
Well, it's kind of interesting because the backlash has been so enormous. You would think that maybe the word is keep your mouth shut, because who wants this blowback, Candace? Can you blame somebody for not coming forward when you get this type of retribution?
I don't blame them, and I think it's all sort of come to a head, and in the past we've seen that. That's why black conservatism was so shunned, and you saw their treatment of Dr. Ben Carson, Larry Elder, Dr. Condoleezza Rice. But this is a different time. We are audacious. We are standing up. At Turning Point USA, we have our first ever YBLS Summit, the Young Black Leadership Summit, where black conservatives are going to go hear these ideas, to meet the first family, to have the president speak to us. We are feeling inspired. We are feeling bold and optimistic, and it feels like at long last this is our time to speak out.
Was that not beautiful, or what? When in American history have we seen leaders in the black community stepping forward to support and encourage others to walk away from the Democrat plantation and join the conservative party in trying to make America a better place for all? I don't remember a time. It's wonderful to see, and I hope it continues, and I think it will. One of the things Donald Trump has inspired in so many communities is a resurgence of nationalism. And in fact, he was berated by the media when he used that very word at a speech in Texas. What is wrong with nationalism? What is wrong with respecting your flag? What is wrong with caring for the sovereignty of the United States? Nothing. It's just so nice to see so many new people from different races, from Asians, blacks, Hispanics, finally waking up, finally realizing that there is a brighter path. All you have to do is look for it. But more than look for it, you have to support it with your votes, and that's what we're looking for on Election Day. How many people have joined the Trump community, the Trump train, for MAGA, Make America Great Again? It's a message that's resonating with more and more people every day, and more people every day are moving to the right. They're waking up. They're looking at what the Democrats have to offer. They're looking at the cycle of poverty that the Democrats want to inflict on everyone so that we'll all vote for our little welfare dime. No thank you. Keep the welfare dime, Democrats. I'd rather have a job. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you, and before I say goodbye, please take the time to like and subscribe, and don't forget to share. We are new and trying to grow, and I'll see you in the next video.